Marketing AI Radio, your shortcut to building smarter AI-driven marketing organizations. This show is hosted by digital personas Bailey and Kai and provided by marketingfrontier.ai.
All right, so we're diving into AI and Agile marketing today. Data-driven decisions, meeting those nimble strategies. And the guide we've got, it's packed with insights. I was really interested in this idea then. This isn't just like another tech trend.
Yeah. It's fascinating how the source emphasizes this strategic marriage between how you think and the tech that you use. It's not just about having the shiniest new AI tool. It's about wielding it with purpose.
Right. Like ChatGPT is cool and all, but without a solid plan, it's practically useless. So how do we actually blend AI's power with Agile's flexibility to see those real results? That's what I'm hoping we can kind of uncover here.
Yeah, the guide really stresses that AI and Agile. It should be a true partnership, not just a trendy buzzword mashup. Think of it this way. AI brings that raw power, the data automation predictive capabilities, and Agile provides the framework to harness and steer that power effectively.
Okay, I like that analogy. So it's like AI is this high-performance engine, and Agile is the skill driver behind the wheel, making sure we reach our destination.
Precisely. And speaking of destinations, one of the most crucial takeaways from the guide is the emphasis on outcomes over outputs. And it's a point that they really hammer home, and for good reason.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in all the cool things AI can do.
Yeah.
But are those activities actually moving the needle for your business? That's the real question.
Absolutely. The guide even suggests a 4-question audit for evaluating your current AI projects. For example, let's dive into the question of measurable outcomes. You might have an AI chatbot handling customer inquiries, but how do you actually measure its success? Are you tracking metrics like customer satisfaction resolution rates, or even the chatbot's ability to accurately identify and escalate complex issues to a human agent?
That's a really good point. It's not enough to just implement AI. You need to define clear metrics that demonstrate whether it's actually delivering value.
Exactly. And this focus on measurable outcomes is where Agile really shines. It's all about those small wins that build up to bigger successes.
So instead of launching a massive AI overhaul that takes forever to implement, the guide suggests starting with what they call minimum viable AI solutions.
I love that concept. It's about finding quick wins, implementing them, gathering data, refining, and then scaling up. You maintain momentum and prove the value of AI every step of the way.
It's more iterative and experimental approach, like dipping your toes in the water before diving headfirst.
That's a great way to put it. And speaking of experimentation, the guide specifically warns against sticking with just one AI tool, even if it's popular like ChatGPT. They encourage exploring alternatives like Claude or Gemini to see what performs best for your specific needs.
So it's about using a data-driven approach, even when choosing which AI to use. I like that.
It's about finding the right tool for the job. AI analytics can help you measure which approaches are most effective, so you're not just relying on gut feeling or hype.
What really stood out to me was the guide's emphasis on collaboration. It stresses that AI isn't a solo mission. You need a diverse team with different expertise to really make it work.
You're absolutely right. You need your IT team for the technical side, sales for customer insights, customer service for that real-time feedback.
Wait, they even mentioned finance getting involved. I wouldn't have thought they would play a role in AI marketing.
They're actually crucial. Finance helps track whether your AI efforts are actually delivering a return on investment. They're the ones who can help you justify resources for future projects and ensure your AI dreams don't turn into budget nightmares.
Yeah. So they're like the voice of reason, making sure everything stays financially viable.
Exactly. It's about bringing everyone's expertise to the table, creating a synergistic team that can maximize the potential of AI. And that leads us to another key point the guide highlights. Using AI to be proactive, not just reactive.
That's something I was particularly interested in. How can we use AI to anticipate challenges and opportunities instead of constantly playing catch-up?
One of the most powerful aspects of AI is its ability to analyze vast amounts of real-time data and spot trends before they become widespread.
Imagine being able to adjust your marketing strategy before your competition even knows what's coming. That would be a game changer.
Absolutely. It's like having a crystal ball. That gives you a glimpse into the future of customer behavior, market shifts, and emerging trends.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
Yeah.
But before we go down that rabbit hole, let's take a quick pause. When we come back, I want to dive deeper into how AI can help us stay ahead of the curve and make those proactive moves that really matter.
Okay, so before we left off, we were getting into some pretty exciting territory, using AI to become more proactive in our marketing efforts. I'm ready to hear some concrete examples.
Well, the guide has some fascinating ones. Remember how we talked about focusing on outcomes over outputs? This next section really brings that concept to life.
Okay, give me a scenario. Like, how can AI actually deliver tangible results in an agile marketing framework?
Let's say you're struggling to personalize your email marketing campaigns. You've got mountains of customer data, but you're not quite sure how to use it effectively to create truly targeted messages. Yeah, I think every marketer has been there. It's like having a pantry full of ingredients, but no idea how to turn them into an amazing meal.
That's a great analogy, and that's where AI can step in. Imagine using an AI-powered tool to analyze your customer data and segment your audience into hyper-specific groups based on their interests, behaviors, purchase history, you name it.
Okay, so instead of blasting out the same generic email to everyone, you're crafting tailored messages that are much more likely to resonate with each individual recipient.
Exactly. And because you're working within an agile framework, you can rapidly test different AI models and messaging strategies. You can see what's working best, refine your approach based on real-time data, and constantly improve those open and click-through rates.
That's the beauty of that iterative process we talked about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Always experimenting and getting better.
Precisely. And what's amazing is that AI allows you to do this at scale. You can personalize thousands, even millions of emails with minimal manual effort.
This sounds like a dream come true for any marketer, but I can't help but wonder about the potential downsides. Isn't there a risk of getting too reliant on AI and losing that human touch? That's so crucial in marketing.
That's a very insightful question, and the guide addresses it head on. It emphasizes that AI should augment human capabilities, not replace them entirely.
Okay, so it's about finding that sweet spot where AI handles the heavy lifting, freeing up marketers to focus on strategy, creativity, and building those genuine connections with customers.
Exactly. It's a partnership between human ingenuity and AI's processing power. Now, the guide then kind of shifts gears to another compelling point, using AI to not only react to change, but anticipate it. This seems especially relevant in today's rapidly evolving world.
Yeah, I was definitely intrigued by this section. It's one thing to react to changes after they've already happened, but imagine being able to anticipate them and adjust your strategy proactively.
Absolutely. One of the key advantages of AI is its ability to analyze vast amounts of real-time data and spot trends before they even hit the mainstream.
So it's like having a secret weapon. That gives you a sneak peek into the future of customer behavior and market dynamics. That would give you such an edge over the competition.
The guide uses a great example of a fashion retailer. Let's say their AI system detects a sudden surge in online searches for a specific style of jacket.
Okay, so they're seeing early signals of a potential trend emerging.
Right. Now, if they were relying on traditional marketing methods, they might not even notice this until the trend was already well established and their competitors were already capitalizing on it.
But with AI, they can get ahead of the curve.
Exactly. They could immediately adjust their marketing campaigns to highlight similar jackets, update their website to feature them prominently, and even start working with their suppliers to ramp up production.
Wow. That's a real-world example of AI giving you a competitive advantage. It's like having an early warning system for what's going to be hot.
Precisely. And it's not just limited to fashion. AI can also help you anticipate changes in customer sentiment, competitor activity, even global events that could impact your business.
So it's all about becoming more agile and adaptable, being able to pivot quickly and effectively, no matter what the market throws your way.
Absolutely. And that's where the Agile methodology truly shines. It provides the framework for making those quick decisions, testing new approaches, and iterating based on real-time feedback.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, AI gives us the insights.
Yeah.
And Agile gives us the action plan.
You got it. It's a powerful combination that can help businesses thrive in a world that's constantly changing and full of surprises.
This is all starting to make so much sense. But I have to be honest, all this talk about AI and Agile can feel a bit overwhelming at times. It's like learning a whole new language.
I understand completely. It can feel like drinking from a fire hose. But remember, you don't have to become an AI expert overnight. The guide actually has a whole section dedicated to taking those first steps.
Okay, that's reassuring. So where do we even begin? Any practical advice for someone who's just starting out?
With AI and Agile, the guide recommends starting small, focusing on one or two key areas where AI could make a real difference in your current marketing efforts.
So don't try to boil the ocean. Pick a specific area and experiment.
Exactly. Identify a pain point, like personalizing email campaigns or optimizing social media ads. Then start experimenting with different AI tools and agile methodologies to see what works best for you.
It's all about embracing that experimentation and learning process, finding what fits your unique needs and goals.
Absolutely. And the guide also highlights the importance of building a strong team with the right mix of skills and expertise.
So you need people who understand both the technical side of AI and how to apply those insights to create effective marketing campaigns.
Precisely. And don't forget about those folks in finance who can help you measure the ROI of your AI investments.
Right. It's all about that team collaboration we talked about earlier. Yeah. But what about staying up to date with all the latest developments in AI? It seems like there's something new happening every single day. It's hard to keep up.
It's true. The field is constantly evolving. But the good news is there are tons of resources out there to help you stay informed.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Well, there are online courses, industry conferences, webinars, blogs, podcasts, you name it. And don't underestimate the power of networking with other marketers who are already using AI and Agile.
So learn from the people who are actually in the trenches and applying these techniques every day.
Exactly. They can share their experiences, their successes, and even their failures. That kind of real-world insight can be incredibly valuable as you embark on your own AI and Agile journey.
This has been incredibly helpful so far, but I'm realizing there's still so much more to unpack here.
You're absolutely right. And that brings us to the final section of the guide, where we'll explore some specific tools and techniques that can help you implement AI and Agile effectively. In your marketing efforts?
Okay, I'm ready to dive even deeper. We've covered a lot of ground already, but I'm eager to learn about those practical tools and techniques. It's time to take things from theory to action. Okay, so we're back. Ready to wrap up this deep dive into AI and Agile marketing. We've talked about that big picture stuff, even dipped our toes into some real-world applications. Now I'm excited to get down to like brass tacks, explore those specific tools and techniques that can actually make this all work.
Yeah, the guide dives into some really interesting examples, specifically around those Agile project management styles we talked about. Remember Scrum?
Yeah.
What it's all about, breaking down those big projects into smaller sprints.
Right. Let's say you're using Scrum to manage an AI-powered content creation project. Each sprint could focus on a specific piece of content, like a blog post or a social media graphic. Instead of trying to create an entire month's worth of content in one go, you're tackling it in smaller, more manageable chunks.
Right. Makes a lot of sense. So within each sprint, you could use AI tools to help with things like keyword research, topic generation, even drafting that initial copy. Exactly. AI can handle a lot of that initial heavy lifting, freeing up your team to focus on the more creative and strategic aspects, like fine-tuning the messaging, crafting compelling visuals, and making sure that each piece of content aligns with your overall marketing goals.
Right. That's where the human element really shines.
Absolutely. And because you're working within the Agile framework, you're constantly getting feedback and iterating based on what's resonating with your audience.
So you're able to continuously improve the quality and effectiveness of your content.
Precisely. Now, how about Kanban? Remember, that one is all about visualizing your workflow.
Yeah, you could use a Kanban board to track the progress of your AI-powered marketing campaigns, from ideation to execution to analysis.
You got it. It's like having a big picture view of all your moving pieces. You can see what stage each campaign is in, identify any bottlenecks, and make adjustments on the fly.
So it's like a command center for your marketing operations.
That's a great way to put it. It allows you to keep everyone on the same page, make sure nothing falls through the cracks.
So Scrum and Kanban can both be really valuable tools for managing these AI projects. What about Scrumban, that hybrid approach? When would you use that?
Scrumban is a great option when you need the structure of Scrum, but also the flexibility of Kanban. It's often used for projects that are more ongoing and less defined, like managing social media or email marketing.
So if your marketing needs are constantly evolving, Scrumban gives you that adaptability to adjust on the fly.
Exactly. It allows you to prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance while still maintaining that regular cadence of sprints and reviews.
Okay, this is all starting to click now. But before we wrap up, I have one final question for you. What's the biggest takeaway you want listeners to walk away with from this deep dive?
I think the key message here is this. Combining AI and Agile, it isn't just about using the latest shiny tools. It's about fundamentally changing how you approach marketing. It's about becoming more data-driven, more customer-centric, and more adaptable to the ever-changing landscape.
It's not just about upgrading your toolkit. It's about evolving your mindset.
Exactly. And what's truly exciting is that this is just the beginning. AI and Agile are both rapidly evolving fields, which means the possibilities are practically limitless.
It's not just about keeping up with the latest trends. It's about being at the forefront of innovation, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of marketing.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So there you have it, folks. A deep dive into the dynamic world of AI and agile marketing. We've covered a lot of ground today, from strategic frameworks to practical tools and techniques. But more importantly, I hope you're walking away with a renewed sense of curiosity and a hunger to explore the incredible possibilities that lie ahead.
Remember, this is just the starting point. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and keep pushing those boundaries.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to discover the next game-changing innovation in marketing. Until next time, keep diving deep. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Thanks for listening to the show today. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Visit us at marketingfrontier.ai for more resources, tools, and expert advice. And until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what AI can do for you.